So how important are values in your organisation? So if we go back a few years ago, Jack Welch, when he was the President and CEO of GE as a corporation, he hired a guy called Brad Smart to do the whole process called top grading. And one of the things was, well, really, in an organisation, what do you do with people and at what time? And what Jack sort of developed was, you've got people that sort of you can measure based on performance. And then you've got people that have a values match. Now they would either have high performance, low performance, a low values match, or a high values match, depending. So what would you do with someone that, let's say, had really low performance and had a really low values match? Well, ideally what you do is you have to fire them. Because at the end of the day it's quite evident they're not right for your organisation. But more importantly, we need to look further into sort of how did they get hired in the first place? Because at the end of the day, if you're bringing someone on board that can't perform, but more importantly has a values mismatch, then there is a challenge. So it's basically fire, don't hire. What do you do if someone has what we consider to be sort of a high performance but low value match? So what do we mean by this? If they go out their way, they're really good at performing, they get you the results, but they're bad for your organisation. So in effect what they're like a little cancer in your organisation. You're trying to do all the good things, but they're doing things behind your back to undermine you, harming your view for that in your organisation. It's a bit like taking a bowl of fruit. You've got a bowl of apples, healthy apples on the top, and then you've got one rotten one at the very bottom. What happens to that apple? It infects everybody else. How often in your organisation do you have a rotten apple that truly affects the rest of your team? In a situation like that, most business owners that we come across tend to keep the people on board, because what these people are doing is they're getting results. And business owners desperately need results. However, they're results at a cost. Ideally what we would do, if someone hasn't got a sort of a very low values match, but high performance, what we tend to do is we say we shoot them in public. Which a few of you will probably say, well, that's a bit extreme really. Why would you shoot someone in public? The thing is, just firing them isn't enough. Why is it not enough? Because you need to make a statement. Because if you don't make a statement, everyone else is going to think that kind of behaviour is acceptable. And really, it isn't acceptable whatsoever. So, shooting in public tends to be my favourite one. Then you've got people that have low performance, but a very high values match. And really what we're saying about these people is that they care. They're actually right for the organisation, but for some reason or another they're not kind of performing to their full potential. But with these people what we tend to do is we'll either train, coach and develop them. Because we believe that with the right values match they can then perform. Now it may well be that over a period of time you still don't have the performance and we'll have to get rid of them. That may just be down to ability. Really, that will be unfortunate, but sometimes it does happen. And then the final one you've got at the very top of the ladder is high performance and high values match. Now with these people we'll do one or two things. We reward them, and if appropriate we promote them. And why do I say if appropriate? Sometimes what companies tend to do is if someone's doing a great job, they'll think, you know what, I'll make them a manager. I'll promote them to the next level. And that's all well and good if you want to give them the recognition. But how often do we move people into a different position to give them recognition and then they fail? Because the issue we've got is not everyone's going to be able to step up to the next level. So instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to promote someone, often it's better to just reward and keep people in the position that they're happy to be in and they're able to perform at a fantastic level. Thank you very much.